All right, this is Calibos, and ooh, that was a bit of lag there. Uh, Sometimes it does that when I'm doing a thing. So when we last left off, I had just finished. Wow, I need to eat something. Let's get some food in me. We had just finished setting up the sag mill here, so we have two options with the sag mill, and I just thought about this, and we can do this and make it easier. So I'm actually going to make this, and then we're going to ask for a molecular assembler. So then we're also going to ask for an export bus and export bus. So let's make one of these dark steel grinding balls. Doom, doom, doom. So they're not really. Bonus output 200%, power usage 70. So they're better, but I'm not sure that it's really necessary or worth it, but I'm going to do a thing and show you how I would handle it anyway. So how's that? So let's go ahead and say acceleration card. We'll need 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. We want a redstone card. We want a crafting card. Or no, we don't want a crafting card. We do not need a crafting card. Redstone. Redstone. Do we actually need 3 more cards maybe? Acceleration. I do not remember why I have so many acceleration cards, but I'm sure I have a good reason. I'm sure it's great. So we can really put this anywhere. I don't particularly have a place that we have to do any of that. So what we can do is we can look into drawer. Just need one of these, basic drawer. Oh, we are already carrying like 1,000,000 of them, so I don't know why. So let's put this there, put that there. And we're not going to need more than that. We are going to lock the drawer. I don't know why I'm carrying like I think I was getting keys as like they were getting crafted, or not crafted, but I think I am ending up with them because they are like coming out of loot bags or something, or whatever these are, the chests, loot crates of doom. I think we can toss these. I don't necessarily care about them. Yeah, I don't care. We'll just toss them. So that's locked. And what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and do this in here. This has 2 channels. I think we want to do this. We want to put this recipe in. So now this molecular assembler, the only recipe that it knows is going to be dark steel ingots. going to take this. We want a crystal, quartz fiber. It's called quartz fiber. So one of these. So we're going to have quartz fiber there because we do not want it connected. And then we're going to take an export bus here. And then we're going to want an import bus. Oh, you'll notice that my crafting is working better. I have made things a little bit easier. Was it this world? No, it was the other world. So redstone card, and that we need 2 more acceleration cards. Import puts it back into the system. We need a level emitter. So we're going to do a level emitter here. And I think we should just be able to pull this off and then do regular cable. Smirt cable. So click, 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 click. So now this should go up to 5. Yes? Uh-oh. So 4, we want to put a facade up. We want a cable tie, or a cable anchor. So cable anchor, facade. Cable. That should go up to 5. And then I can't see what it says up there. Dirt. 7 channels. Perfect. So we're going to say that we want 100 of the dark steel grinding balls, right? So when we have more than 100, this turns on. And this is going to say it's only active when it's on. And then this, we're going to swap out that for that. And we're going to pull all of the flint out here. And we're going to pop this in here, pop that in there. And then we're going to tell it that dark steel can be put into this. And now this will fill up with dark steel. And if we check the system, dark steel balls, we have 126. And notice that the light is on, it has stopped making it. So this will auto-craft dark steel. Now this was completely unnecessary, we didn't need to do it. So I just kind of set this up to demonstrate a method of doing it. Technically I could have done this a lot easier, and I will show you that way right now as well. So we'll go ahead and pop that out, collect the thing. We have all the bits. All the bits. Okay. So that's one method of doing this. The next method is doing that. Oops. Not there. And then configuring this to take from, yeah, we want this to pull. And now we go, so we've already got the cable anchor in the back, so it won't connect there. We do this, and we tell this to export one of these, and that, acceleration cards, and then we can pull this out here. So now it will do dark steel balls, and we tell it to craft when necessary with the crafting card. So auto craft. And then we come over to our, oh, wrong one. Come over to our bits here and do that. So now, if you look, we have used 3 channels instead of 5 and set this up. So this will keep this full, and yeah. So it's very simple. And again, this is unnecessary because we have effectively unlimited power, and I don't care really very much about getting the most we can out of everything. In some situations, it's going to be a really good idea to do that. Honestly, in this situation, it's probably a good idea to actually arrange it like this underneath. Let's collect all the bits again. So let's go down one, and we'll pull the export. We'll say dark steel, craft as necessary, acceleration cards, go. Now these aren't the only ways to do this, so don't think that it is. This is just, you know, these are options. And I move this to the bottom specifically because if we upgrade these to the next level up, they are 2 by 1, so we'll want to arrange that. But speaking of the next level, let's check. I don't think we have any crazy quests. So we have storage things. So we've made this. Sweet. We have an Invar hammer. Crafting on the go. So the wireless crafting terminal. We have it. And it does have the slot for whatever, like we can put in stuff to make this magnetic. I'm not sure about, so it wants us to make this. So let's try that. But I don't understand why we need it, because we already have one that basically does that. let's kind of toss these in. I don't really care about the sounds, but you should know how to make them. Wireless, did it make it? What are we waiting on? The energy cells. I do not know why it stops at the energy cell. Dense energy cell. Maybe because of power things? Alright, so we have that. Let's go to the security terminal and link it really quick. So as far as I can tell, it's exactly the same with much less hassle. But we did it. Go us. Yeah, I don't want to dink with it. And we got a generator from Draconic Evolution. We'll put it with the other generator. So this line is done. We can do all this. We've harnessed got this one. Slave. Let's actually continue leveling those up because I'd like to do that. So if we look into Ender IO, not because I'm particularly worried about whether we level them up, but I just, to get it over with. So we want the enhanced sag mill. So let's look at sag mill. Throw this recipe down. We also want the enhanced alloy smelter. Oh, wait. Let's use these recipes. Alright. So let's see what we need to make one of these. So we need iron bars, end steel, vibrant bimetal gears, and the enhanced chassis. So iron bars, totally a thing. We want the end steel. So now we have that. want the vibrant bimetal gears, sorry, ears. So let's see what else we need for the sag mill. We need the enhanced machine chassis. So enhanced machine chassis requires an end steel chassis and enhanced die blend. So that's going to go into our red chest, which we've actually got a nifty thing for right here. Alloy smelter there. So let's go ahead and see what so we need to make the end steel chassis and enhanced die blend. So end steel chassis. Change that back. Probably going to need to make end steel bars here. Like so. Enhanced die blend is going to be like that. It's going to require grains of piezoality, nether quartz dust, and organic black dye. The grains of piezoality are going to be, you know, the thing that we don't have. So we need pulsating crystals ground into grains. So can we make pulsating crystals? I'm not sure actually. Pulsating crystals. Now we need to switch this back and go grains of piezoality, like so, and that's going to be happening in oh, well, monkeys. That's the one we want, actually. Sag mill only. So we'll put that in the sag mill. Piezoality, sure. So now we should be able to go ahead and make the sag mill. And now let's make an alloy smelter. An alloy smelter. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this octadic capacitor out. We're going to break this really quick. So this is a sag mill. We're going to put the octadic capacitor in. And now you can see the difference. The sag mill has significantly fewer let's pop that in there. And cool enough, you can actually unconfigure it by just tossing it back in the system. So if we need another sag mill, we'll have it. And then we're just going to do the same thing here. It is a relatively decent idea to make sure that you're pulling your capacitors out, or you will have difficulties. You unconfigure it with the capacitor inside. I do believe that it just, you know, gets rid of the capacitor. So we want to push-pull there, and we want to push-pull there. So these require enough, or can store enough power that they'll actually just kind of like use up our storage. Why are we not using up storage? So let's get rid of the limit. No limits. RF. Oh, it may simply be unable to input more than, 1400. But this seems like a good place to call it. You heard the alarm go off. So I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. And you folks have a great night.